is a very good sentence written over here, which is if you would like to join my classes, um, for Saturday Live, you have to just simply click on the join button. And if you want to join A Star Creation batch, wherein I literally handhold learners to A Star, it is very focused, only 5 learners in a batch kind of setup. For that, you can contact the number. You can drop a WhatsApp message on the number I am putting here. It's an Indian number. You have to put the country code +91. And you have to just drop in the WhatsApp message to this number. Okay, I have dropped in the number, Anvisha Paul. Just put in your queries. My team will help you and guide you properly how to join that Saturday live. I hope it helps. You can drop in a message, Anvisha Paul, all 3. All right, there are a lot of different ideas about. Now, see, if you see in this, the next paragraph, what you will observe here is you are going to, the first part, learner has only given lot of data. Learner has just picked up the source. This is not we should be doing. We should be efficiently. And the last part is, yeah, this is where the learner will end up scoring marks, but this can be refined further. What I am going to do is, the reason I am giving you a live report, we are going through a live report from your learner's guide, is because you should look at individual report from examiner's perspective. That's very important. Only then you will be able to write it correctly. About what the candidate is going to tell about. Okay. In the second part, we are understanding the idea. But then what about the local and the national issue? Do you think candidates should touch base upon that part, on that areas? Very clearly, we should understand that which country candidate is talking about, and what is the local problem candidate is facing. I will also share A star level individual report in Saturday's class. So please wait. You will understand the difference very clearly when you look at this. Now, when we are decoding today's report, individual report, this Saturday it will happen. So there are a lot of different ideas about different cultures have different family tradition and new research culture. Can you name few? Which family tradition? Have you researched well to know about a few? Have you observed something around you? Talk about it in this part. Okay. Now, some people believe that there are 4 permissive, are easygoing, and uninvolved parents. Now, this is not the right way of putting in things in your, this is not the right way of citation. I'll highlight it with a different color. So I were highlighted with maybe red color. So much. Whatever I'm highlighting with green is good. But there is no, it lacks analysis. There is no analysis. The understanding individual report very well through my words. If you feel you want me to explain it better, sometimes it happens that, okay, so feel free to put down in the chat this class. So you have to feel free to ask questions, feel free to re-explain any part if you want me to. Okay, all right. And especially you are the people who have joined it live. I respect them, although I respect everybody who is joining my classes, because they are serious about something, they are serious about their ambition, they are serious about their goal, and then that's why they are doing it. Yes. So generally, what is the appropriate style followed by for referencing? Yes, I cannot answer this in one word. So, okay. So with respect to the syllabus and all, and I explain you that authoritarian parents are the most likely to give punishments to the children, and that include violence, corporal punishment, physically by caregivers. In some countries, most students say that rich and poor. Now see again, if you see all the yellowed part is only information. It still lacks analysis. The simple way to argument It's to put in a counterclaim. It's to show how you are covering up, how you are rebutting the counterclaim. Whatever I have talked about so far is understood well. Any doubt so far, ask me. Please talk about it. Research from this country. We see that there are different analysis. It is lot of information in that paragraph. If you just keep on dumping information or summarizing things, it will destroy. It's not great for global perspective. Many a time strategy in global perspective, but in global perspective, you what examiners want you to do is to analyze, not summarize. This should be very clear in your head. You will eventually understand in further classes. Okay. So some adults were disciplined or punished by smacking where when they were children. So this feels normal to them. If they are successful adults now, reviewing, I always highlight this some every maybe all these general words. Instead of putting in numbers and data, you're using the general. Even if it is information, it's still not complete information. So some I don't like it only now. It seems right now you can talk about how many of the research these two paragraphs I would specifically talk about. Put pick the research, pick the statistic well from the research. As I have always told you before, even very strong counterclaims. Okay, all right. Other parents do know other parents. Which other parents? Some other again too generic. Okay. Is not good. They have read all the guidance about parenting. They understood that that's not, and hit their children before they stop and think. They might feel guilty about it, but they still do it sometimes. Again, it's too much of personal response. It's not an argument, clearly. GP. Many times I feel that, okay, I know the meaning of the word argument. No. You need to his claim is I say what I feel. Argument is I say what I feel backed by evidences. Back and counter argument, but then I prove why my perspective is better. In global perspective, there is no right and wrong answer. It's all about how well you explain your argument to the person. That's why I said your research question should be a question. All right? Okay. So again, I believe my this thing stopped. I'll just reshare my screen. Now, some parents are just damaged. They have anger issue. Again, some over here. Don't put that. Anger management issue. They cannot control themselves. They get angry easily. When they are angry, they are violent. They might be generally aggressive using violence to solve any issues they have, and this includes domestic violence. Other parents, again generic. Who are some and who are other? I don't know. I don't know if it's only me, but your video is cracking and the voice is not clear. I checked my Wi-Fi and it's fine here in Singapore. Could you maybe check your Wi-Fi? Okay, just a moment. I'll check. Okay, videos over here. I believe maybe for that reason it's cracking. So they are going to close the video and my voice is clear. Observe me for 5 minutes and let me know. Okay. Nobody is now using the Wi-Fi, so all the bandwidth is used for my live class. Clearly, observe me for 5 minutes and let me know if I'm audible and my voice is not cracking now. All right. So other parents says just do not know that physical punishment is damaging for the children. They might not hit their children if they understood or if they knew a better way. Now let me tell you, the child is repeatedly saying the same thing over and over and over again, which is not accepted. Not accepted, rather, I will let me tell you in a very specific way. Instead of not accepted, there is no clarity in the structure exactly in Saturday's class. But first, you understand why I am saying that. Okay, that you need to understand. The next is consequences. So if you notice, there is no touch. The learner is not touching base upon your your research question came into picture first. As an examiner, I would want to know if I am talking about a research question which says, okay, I will avoid eating, but in my mind, global perspective is a subject that is building your critical thinking ability. It is not focusing on simply doing things that somebody does just for the sake of doing it, rather questioning why every time you do things. And let me tell you, this is the real 21st century skill. Whether you're building a business, whether you're teaching, whether you are a doctor, whether you are whosoever, the first question that should come in your mind is, why am I doing this? If I am an educator, am I doing this? I want to create an impact in terms of skills. I want to develop well. Why I have as of I might pick it up later in future on this channel, but why I have chosen global perspective? Because I love this subject. I'm liking it the way it helps a learner build a critical thinking ability. Framing a paragraph also, you have to ask yourself why. Who are other people, some people, so how should we put it in a different way? Okay, now instead of other people, you can write millennial parents. Okay, you be specific. Which parents? Parents also have category: working parents, or educated parents level, or housewives. Specify. There are different based on the category. A working mother like me and a full-time working mother at home will have different perspective to things. I go home and I rest. A full-time working mom at home taking care of the house, or a homemaker, she might never get a rest. So our perspective to things will be different. You have to specify. Millennial parents, baby boomers, then Gen Alpha and Gen Z. I don't think so. They are now Gen Alpha. Definitely, they have not become parent. Gen Z also, they are not parents. So you can touch base upon the which city, specify. If I just say other, some, it's not sounding great. The moment I bring in specificity, your brain starts thinking even more. I hope I'm able to put forth my point very well. Is it clear, Miss Anvisha? Yeah. So, there has been a lot of research on the effects of corporal punishment on children. Corporal punishment affects children. Corporal punishment affects children. Okay, development, their well-being and mental health. Children who are punished, sometimes they okay, I understood. I'm taking all your points. Oh, great plan for my kids. Oh, amazing, great. Please make a note of it. That will help you. And feel free to post your questions in the chat. It helps me to even refine a lecture. I don't. It's a student centric class. I am a Cambridge and IB teacher, so I will not never have a teacher centric class. I always believe in having student centric classes. My lessons are planned accordingly. So please make sure there is a lot of engagement happening in the chat while I'm conducting a class. It makes it fun for me because that is how I have trained my own self in this educational journey, in this teaching learning journey, I would say. Sometimes they blame themselves and feel guilty too. Fear of their parents makes them stress and causes again makes them stressed. Again, too much information, just information, no development of point. Corporal punishment has short term and long term consequences. Direct physical consequences include damage, disability, and even death. Long term mental health, too general, everybody knows. It's not a great information to know that physical consequence includes damage, disability, and even death. That is true. Any physical damage, any physical consequences will lead to one of three. Long-term mental health consequences include anxiety disorders, depression, addiction, self-harm, and even suicide. When children who are physically punished grow up, they may become unstable, aggressive, and even when they are adults, they often struggle with learning and with managing their own feelings. This can lead to problems at school and lack of success in education and at work. They may become aggressive, growing up to be an aggressive adult. Again, too much information. Nothing more to talk about over here. Now, if you see, oh, yeah, okay, if you see here, the learner has touch base again only on global perspective. There is no local perspective, national perspective talked about in this part. I am going to post this document in Google Classroom. You will find the link in the chat. Please note, if you are joining Google Classroom, you have to be really active over there because I have a limit of 250 learners only in one class. So I will eliminate the ones who are inactive, who are not submitting their assignment on time, because then you are taking up a space for somebody who will be serious about getting an A star. So think before you join, and if you join, stick to it. Okay. So if you look at the examiner's comment, causes and consequences of corporal, understand how people feel about this issue. Yeah. A lot of feeling is expressed over here. A lot of claims you can find over here, but you don't see any arguments. Not any. Very general comment about child protection. This is not developed perspective, as I said, on the issue of the corporal punishment. Course of action, if you see, one, two, three. All the information given over here, but again, not developed point. Why we should follow this, what we should do. I'm not going to read it out everything right now. Anyways, this is there in Google Classroom. We are going to decode it further and rectify it to a better in the same way. For parents who are not raised the way themselves, it might be more difficult. Too generic information over here. Again, wrong citation also. Okay. All right. All right, I got evidence from candidate chooses the best approach in the reflection below. All right, so guys, what I'll do is from here onwards, we will cover it up in Saturday's class, and then we will understand how to go ahead, how to make it and refine it for an A star report. So according to examiner is too generous with the marks and has given 43 out of 60. I personally would have given somewhere around 30 to 40. But yes, uh, for an A star report, you should be at least targeting 55 plus marks in your individual report. Let me tell you a fact that the difference between an A star, an A, and a B is only of 15 marks, 15 to 20 marks. 10 to 12, you're already losing here. So definitely you end up missing an A star if your individual report is not great. But the time and the energy, you can always, if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment. If you want to join Saturday's class, hit on that join button. If you want to join my focused, personalized, I would say more personalized coaching, personalized focused classes, you have to join my A Star Legacy Batch. The number is pinned over here. You can contact on this number. My team will get back to you. And see you in the next class. Good night, everyone. It's 9 p.m. in India. What's the time at your place if you're watching this? Let me know in the chat. Okay, for only for Ramadan it is 9 p.m. After Ramadan, I'm going back. I'm going to shift it to 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And it suits a lot of my students also. Because according to YouTube Analytics, I have a lot of viewers during that time. But this arrangement is temporary. Oh, it's 11:34 p.m. Oh my God. Thank you so much for your time that at this time, this point of time, you are viewing my classes. Oh, great. All right, it's 11:34 p.m. in Singapore. Amazing. I appreciate your I appreciate your enthusiasm as a teacher to learn so much and to be open about that you are learning things for your learners. It's very good. Appreciate it, Anvisha. Even Orsolina is there. Orsolina is a teacher from and is she's an educator from I think South Africa, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. And she also joins my class quite frequently, and I appreciate. And we want. I you guys inspire me a lot. Educators like you inspire me. Even I am trying to develop my skills more. And feel free to give me your expert feedbacks if you are an educator. If you want, if you feel that I can improve my learning, improve my learning and teaching style both. I'm open to learning always. And see you in the next class, guys. Bye. I'll just end the stream now.